Hey everybody, and welcome to Rachel Rocks. I am Rachel Schur and I'm your host, and I'm here to inspire, motivate, and educate you. Sorry about the lighting. I'm in a different location today, and this is the best light I can give you. So today I wanted to talk about something very specific. As you know already, or if you don't know and you're just joining us, I had terminal leukemia when I was 26 and again when I was 27. I went through multiple rounds of chemotherapy. I had a stem cell transplant, which included even more chemotherapy, total body radiation, and so much more. And those were probably the most difficult 2.5 years of my life. So many treatments. I was put into a drug-induced coma that first time, and I suffered a hemorrhage in my eye. I had fluid go into my lungs. I had cancerous blood go up into my brain, and I was in this coma for 10 days, and I had to relearn how to read, write, and walk when I woke up. So it was pretty crazy, okay? And one of the many things I never knew about was I never knew that there could possibly be side effects as a result of treatments, okay? Actually, I knew about some of the side effects. The side effects included things like you might get another type of cancer, you won't be able to have children, you might lose your hair, you might get nauseous and sick. Like, any of us that have been through cancer probably already know that kind of stuff. But the crazy part is there are so many things we don't know about. Okay, so some of these side effects, which I refer to as direct effects. From now on, you will only hear me say the direct effects of the cancer that I had and all of the treatments are these things. The direct effects included, I have a herniated disc and degenerative disc disease in my back. I have lymphedema, which is the destruction of my lymphatic system, which is meant to take toxins out of my body. So that means that the areas that I have lymphedema, which is swelling, are actually storing toxins in my body, and unless I do a specific type of massage, which is called lymphatic massage or lymphatic drainage, I'm not getting any of that crap out of my system. I also have damage to my brain, damage to my memory, a lot of my cognitive stuff. I can't remember certain words. I can't remember a lot of things. I can't remember names. Sometimes I have short-term memory problems. I have chemo brain, you know, like any of us who've had cancer and chemotherapy have experienced chemo brain. I can't have any children. I have neuropathy, which is, it's like it affects your nerves, and so I have pain in different areas of my body, or numbness in different areas of my body, and it's all related to treatments, okay? And I have even more stuff going on, okay? But one of the worst direct effects that I had was, I think it was a year or so after my last treatment, which was 2008. So I've been in remission for 8 years, which is amazing, okay? I'm not complaining about the fact that I had cancer, and I'm not complaining about the fact that I have all of these direct effects from treatment. I'm just trying to educate you. So one of the worst ones I had, direct effect, from my treatment was the loss of my teeth. So about a year after my last treatment, my teeth started falling out, just like this crazy rapid decay. And I'll actually show you a picture that I saved for you. Pictures, okay, don't get freaked out by these pictures. Don't get freaked out, okay? So this is me in the beginning, okay? Before like any crazy side effect stuff happens. This is my teeth. This is my teeth after. It was like shortly after my last treatments. My teeth just started cracking, breaking, and chipping everywhere. And then 5 years after my treatments, I went to a dentist, and they took all the decay out of my bottom teeth, and my bottom teeth looked like puzzle pieces before they put them back together with composite. So that's that. That was crazy, right? That's crazy. Um, and so what you're probably thinking is you're probably wondering, okay, well, why would nobody tell you about this dental deterioration, this dental damage that is possible from chemotherapy and or radiation treatments? And here's the thing. Just like nutrition, there are some things that doctors just don't know or haven't been educated about, and that's why they don't know about it. So what I found out in 2010 was I had gone to a health expo and I met a dentist, and he said, you could have prevented that. I could have prevented this, okay? He said you could have used fluoride trays for $200, and that would have prevented the deterioration of your teeth. Okay, I know you're probably thinking, again, here you go, I'm talking about fluoride trays, and you're probably saying, like, fluoride is bad for me, I shouldn't be using fluoride. Okay, there's a couple things. Fluoride trays is just a tray with a specific amount of this fluoride and phosphorus paste that is meant to be put onto your teeth when you're wearing these trays. Another option is a fluoride varnish, which is a safer version and a lot less expensive. Now, fluoride trays nowadays, and this is like 8 years after my last treatment, are about $450 depending on the dentist. Some insurance covers it and some doesn't, especially if you have Medicare or Medi-Cal, like myself or other cancer patients have. So it's kind of crazy, I mean, when you think about it. A fluoride varnish costs about $30 depending on the dentist, and you probably have to do it about 3 to 4 times a year. A varnish is a topical that they just put on your tooth. They just put it directly on your tooth, and then it's meant to help strengthen your teeth so that when you have that chemotherapy and that radiation, you don't end up destroying. Okay, so here, I'll stop for a second. This is how it works. When you get chemotherapy and or radiation, the chemotherapy and the radiation actually, one, destroy the healthy bacteria in your mouth that's meant to protect your teeth. And two, causes dry mouth, and then dry mouth causes even more decay. Okay, so the two things combined together cause this bad effect on your teeth. Now, when I went through all of my treatments, it wasn't just my front teeth that were affected, it was also my molars. So over the past couple of years, I've had 10 molars extracted. 10. Every single one of my molars except for, can you see it? Except for that one, that's the only one that I still have. Now, that was probably one of the most difficult things that I went through in my life. I mean, cancer was bad, and finding out I could never have children was bad, and having to go through multiple surgeries because I couldn't have children was bad. But losing my teeth was really difficult for me because I didn't have the teeth, and you know, when I smiled or talked, people would notice it. And I would always talk like this, and I was really embarrassed about it for a while until I realized, you know what, like, this is the type of thing that I can talk to people and educate people about so that they can prevent this from happening to them, because there's no excuse, okay? There's no reason why dentists shouldn't inform patients of this. So this is the other crazy part of my story. The other crazy part of my story was I saw a dentist at a huge medical center in Los Angeles prior to even getting my total body radiation and my chemotherapy for my stem cell transplant. And they never once suggested any preventative steps to prevent my teeth from falling out. So all of the work that they did back then was now destroyed from my treatments. And they're dentists, and they're a dental school, so they should have known that. They should have educated me as a patient. And unfortunately, they did not. So now this brings you to today. A couple days ago, I was in my room getting ready for bed, and And I heard a crack, and I realized that my front tooth had broken, like completely fell out of my mouth. My entire front tooth. When that happened to me, I started crying because it had taken me such a long time to deal with the fact that I didn't have any molars, okay? And now I was facing a whole new thing, which was the fact that I didn't have a front tooth. And obviously the good thing is the lighting in here is not that great, so you can't really tell that I don't have a front tooth. I mean, you can see the bottom ones, but I lost my front tooth. And it's really hard, okay, because I talk to people all the time, and I'm always in front of the public. And how do I talk to people without them really noticing? How do I talk to people without them seeing the fact that I am missing an entire tooth? My front tooth. I mean, when you look at me and I'm talking to you, you don't notice my back teeth. You don't notice it, okay? But when I talk to you like this, you notice my front tooth. And obviously you notice the difference in me talking than normal. And so it is so beyond devastating and sad. And here's the crazy part, okay? The crazy part is when I saw my last really good dentist, which was at a different dental school than the other one, and they did some dental work on my teeth, and they extracted all of my molars that were bad. One of the things they said to me was, they said, your jawbone is perfect for planting an entire farm of teeth on it. And then he said, unfortunately, if we wanted to do that for you, it's going to cost you $60,000. And the other thing about that is they would have to remove every single one of my teeth. Now, my mom and I knew that that the treatments had destroyed my teeth. We knew that, okay? But I wasn't ready then for them to take every single one of my teeth out. And I didn't have the money to get implants. And now I'm facing this thing where I don't have a tooth and I don't have money to pay for it. And that's hard, okay? And it's even harder for me to talk about it to you because you don't know me. You just know whatever stories I'm telling you about. And I'm talking about it because it is so devastating, and it is so difficult, and it is so hard, and it is so sad. When I think that I could have prevented it, and I was never told how to do that. Which is why now I tell so many people with cancer how to prevent this from happening to them, because I don't want them going through what I'm going through. Because it is sad and it sucks. It is sad and it sucks and it is horrible, and while I love the people that are trying to help me, you know, like, I posted this video on Facebook when it all happened to me. And I apologize, this video is way longer than normal, but when it happened to me, I posted this video and I was crying, and I said I need a dentist to help me temporarily fix the tooth so that it doesn't keep stabbing me, because look, there's like an entire sharp part sticking out of my tooth, okay? And I don't need that thing sticking me all the time and cutting up my tongue and all of the pain associated with that. And so all these people are giving me suggestions of dentists, but what I need from people is for people to call up their dentist and say, I have this cancer patient advocate or this person who helps all these people with cancer, and I need to find her somebody who can help her at least temporarily fix her teeth until she can get the rest of them fixed. And I just keep asking for help, and I hate asking for help. Because I'm supposed to be the one who helps everybody. But it's time to help me. So, so I just wanted to record this video and just share that story with you guys. Especially if you know somebody who's going through cancer, you can definitely tell them that there are ways to prevent some of these direct effects from happening to them. So I'm Rachel, sure, and I am still Rachel Rocks. I still rock even without one less tooth. My smile is still just as fabulous. I just won't do it as much until I feel more confident about it. But I'm Rachel Rocks, and I'm here to inspire, motivate, and educate you, and hopefully you learned something from my video tonight, and hopefully I didn't make you cry too much. So have a good one.